All right, so Facebook pages, as I mentioned at the beginning, are specifically designed for business. So that's what they're intended to do. And as I mentioned, there aren't 2 hurdles. There isn't 1 hurdle. There are 0 hurdles. So you can literally search on Google and click on a link and see a group without even logging onto Facebook. And you can see the discussion board, you can see the pictures, you can see the videos. Whatever they have on there, you can see it's public. Now, you can become a fan, and in order to become a fan, you have to have a profile. But just to see it, there's no hurdles. Okay? And again, you're not limited to 5,000 fans. You can have 100,000 fans or 1 million fans. Okay? But the updates thing is major. You can't send an email. You can only send an update. So we're going to get into this in a bit more detail in a second. But again, think back to our sales funnel. We've talked about this a couple of times already today. If you were to just do a Facebook campaign, I would argue to put some sort of pretty non-commercial brand property at the front end, a group, some sort of a non-threatening group at the front end to engage, and link the group into a page where it's more commercial. Right? You just think, like for example, I did this thing for a company that produces water purification systems, and we created a group called Healthy Drinking Water for the Planet. Healthy Drinking Water for the Planet. So it was a larger cause. We engaged the Facebook audience. We did some advertising for it, got some membership, and tried to get interaction on the group. Then the group pointed to a corporate page, which was more corporate, and talked more about the fact that they produce water purifiers, and they donate 5% of their profits to this charity that does drinking water in Africa or something. And then it linked to the website where you could actually purchase. So you start to see, every time you do a campaign, just think along those lines. What's the first point of engagement? The initial brand exposure. And then how do you bring them in to the cash register? You just always think along those lines. So on a page, I mean, it's a common theme here, guys. This guy, he really knows what he's doing. And guess what? On his page, he has 6 million supporters, 6.5 million supporters. Now, that may not be that crazy considering he's the president of the country. But if you think about it in Facebook terms, he's got 1 in 30 people on Facebook are a fan of Barack Obama. 1 in 30. It's amazing. So he's got an amazing property there. And he has a group as well. He has a group and a page. But his page is huge. All right. Creating a page is very, very easy to do. It doesn't take any time. You can, right on the bottom left of the screen, there's a little icon. It says Ads and Pages. You click on that. It says Create a Page. It's very, very simple to do. And here's another very popular page. HubSpot is a company that does a lot of metrics and a lot of grading mechanisms for websites. If you want to measure the effectiveness of your website, you can go to HubSpot and do that. They do a lot of really interesting things. So, but just another example of a successful page. And there are companies that are literally not building websites anymore and are instead using a Facebook page as their primary location, online location. So it gives you an idea of how powerful they really are. Like, for example, my website does not support discussion boards, but a Facebook page does. My website doesn't allow my users to upload pictures and allows me to moderate those pictures, but the Facebook page does. Or uploading videos or all sorts. You can have sponsors. You can do all sorts of things on a Facebook page. There's a lot of options. And there's people who specialize in that, and you can pay $300 or $500 or whatever it might be for someone to build a really nice Facebook page. You go to Craigslist and probably get someone to do it for $200, right? So again, just ideas. Maybe it's valid, maybe it's not, but there's a lot of power there.